institutions of influence have gone godless? The Christians have gotten out, they failed to be salt and light, and now Christians are trying to get back in and turn things around. Laws affect everything about life. In fact, laws affect your freedom, your church, your children, your family, your health, your money, your business, your property, your school, your home, your security, your safety, the poor, the unborn, the gospel, everyone and everything. In fact, when people say, don't get involved in politics, just preach the gospel, I ask them, can you preach the gospel in North Korea? Not legally.
Yeah. And that's why I'm concerned, because I want my grandchildren to be able to speak the name of Jesus and to be able to, evangelize and, live a quiet and godly life.
Well, let me point out as to why we're here in this country now. Now, if you consider yourself conservative because you think that lines up more with biblical values, you know whose fault that Washington State and the United States has gone further and further left? It's the church's fault.
I know, we've been apathetic.
Because for the past 100 years, the church has been absent because in the 1920s, the church didn't think it could interact and respond to, say, Darwinism, even though now Darwinism is crumbling. And so instead of engaging the culture, they separated from the culture. They created their own little Bible schools, their own little seminaries. Nothing wrong with that per se, but they separated from the culture. They got out of media, they got out of politics, they got out of education. They ceded all those things to the secularists. The godly people got out. Is it any wonder why those institutions of influence have gone godless? The Christians have gotten out, they failed to be salt and light, and now Christians are trying to get back in and turn things around. Our job is not to turn things around. Our job is to be faithful and leave the results to God. So even if you think a political battle is hopeless, doesn't matter. You just do what's right and leave the results to God. Now, with regard to balance, some people may be more gifted to deal with politics than somebody else, just like some people may be more interested and gifted in apologetics than somebody else. It's a minimal responsibility for everyone, but you shouldn't look down on people who say, well, you're not as involved as I am. Well, maybe you're not, but maybe that person's more involved with some other aspect of Christianity that you're not. So each one of us are going to have to take our gifting and try and balance it the best we can and put our efforts in the area that we can be most effective, because we can't do everything. That's why you need a body, by the way. Nobody can be involved in everything and be for every cause. That's one of the big lies about social media. Social media, they think that you're supposed to be an expert and have an opinion on everything that happens in the world immediately. Why haven't you retweeted this? Why haven't you put out an Instagram post? Why haven't you said something on Facebook about this? Hold on, man. I don't know enough evidence. I don't have enough facts yet. I'm not supposed to be an expert on everything. So you can only do so much. So just do what you can do, encourage others to do what they can do, and leave the results to God.